This story was sent in by someone who swears it's true. It happened just outside a small town in Oregon, back in 2017. It's about a strange man, a lonely street, and a hot dog stand that only opened when the clock struck midnight. I was 19 at the time, working the night shift at a gas station. My shift ended around 12:30 a.m., and I'd take the long way home to clear my head. One night, I noticed something odd. A hot dog cart parked under a flickering street lamp in a mostly empty lot. The man behind it was large. I mean, really large. Not just big, but wide, with hunched shoulders and arms that barely fit inside his oversized jacket. He stood perfectly still, watching cars go by. He didn't wave, didn't call out, just stood there, waiting. Curious and honestly a little hungry, I parked and walked over. Up close, he smelled like old meat and burnt grease. I asked how late he usually stayed open, and he slowly turned his head. His eyes were glassy, too wide, like he was forcing himself to stay awake. He didn't answer. He just said, "Only the hungry find me." I kind of laughed, thinking it was a weird joke. I ordered a hot dog anyway. He didn't move for a second. Then, without breaking eye contact, he reached under the cart, pulled out a bun, and dropped a sausage onto it. No toppings, no condiments. It looked off, like it wasn't fully cooked. The sausage was pale, with an oily sheen that didn't look right. I thanked him, handed him a $5, but he refused the money, just stared and said, "You eat it here." I felt a chill. It was 60 degrees, but suddenly I was cold. I took the hot dog and pretended to take a bite, then mumbled something about needing to get home. He just watched me walk away, didn't move an inch. When I got home, I threw the hot dog in the trash. The next morning, my roommate asked why the house smelled like spoiled meat. I checked the bin. The hot dog was gone. The wrapper was still there, but the sausage vanished. A week later, I tried to find the cart again, drove that route every night. Nothing. Eventually, I asked a local cop who sometimes grabbed coffee at the gas station. He gave me a weird look and said, "You're not the first person to ask about that cart, but nobody's ever seen it twice." Then he said something that made my stomach turn. "There's a rumor that cart's been appearing on that same road for years. Always at night. Always when someone's tired, distracted, or hungry. I don't walk that way anymore. I don't even eat hot dogs. Sometimes I still wonder, what if I had eaten it? What would have happened?" The next time you see something strange on a quiet street, even if it looks harmless, trust your gut. Because sometimes the scariest things aren't in the dark. They're standing under the streetlight, waiting for someone just like you.